what you're asking us is our blessings to go ahead with this?
We don't have to have a vote.
I know we don't need to have that. You can do this on your own, even if we looked at you and said no. But personally, I commend you for being willing to accept the responsibility that you have, and encourage you to proceed. Others can speak for themselves.
I think that what you're doing is a wonderful thing. I think merging the two together and showing that it's community-driven is going to be a lot more successful for the students, I think.
When I look at the finances, what things are happening and the rules that have been in existence since 1973, basically how schools are financed, I think it's the only option that we actually have. Maybe not this year, next year, whatever, but it's coming. And so I think it's what needs to happen.
I think that this is a good time because in the past 2 years, this school has experienced a lot of terrific successes as a school. And I think that there are an awfully lot of us who take a lot of pride in East Sac. And I think that a lot of the individual district pride is waning a little bit, and I think our concentration is moving to East Sac, and I really think that we can get a positive vote.
Is it just a simple majority, or is it 60%, or what is it?
Out of each district, a simple majority.
Would you keep us kind of informed as you go?
Yeah. Well, we'll hope to see you at some of those meetings.
When are the meetings?
We won't know. I mean, like
We'll get the date set.
The next option, is to get the petition out and get the 400 signatures, and then get it to the AEA once that process starts. And
May have to meet all that time frame before anything can happen.
And you're really on schedule for that. I mean, you're well in advance of that. So.
yeah.
I'd say go for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Principal Kevin, do you have anything that you want to add to your report?
No. Any questions for me? I guess I missed a couple things. We've got graduation coming up here this Sunday. Got 74 students will be graduating at this time. There's a few pending right now as they finish up some last minute things, so it's an exciting time. Then that next week, we have our 9th, 11th grade award ceremony in the big gym on that Monday. We'll bring in the freshmen individually and then the sophomores and the juniors. And then the Thursday and Friday, which would be May 21st and 22nd, and also the 26th, we've got semester tests for the rest of the 9th to 11th grade student body. Just a few things to just kind of talk through. On Wednesday, May 6th, we had 3 representatives from area businesses that presented to our junior class some wonderful information. You've heard Barb talk about soft skills, things that it takes to be successful amongst the businesses, and it was Shirley Phillips and Brian Muska, the plant manager from Ebasco, and also Mike Ketchum, the hospital administrator from Roaring Hospital, and it was very well received by our juniors. In fact, we're looking at expanding that a little bit more next year to incorporate it. We had some of the students that heard about it came in and said, would you think about bringing in a police officer next year? I'm thinking about that. Another kid came in and said, hey, I heard you did this. He wants the DNR to come in because I'm interested in conservation. So, just by word of mouth, that got out there, which tells you there's a lot of positive things that came out of that. So, Anyway, any questions for me at all?
Mike and Brian and I appreciate the opportunity to come in and talk to the students because I don't think they realize how many jobs there are available right here. So, it's important that they understand that there is an opportunity here. They may need some more skills, but...
Denny?
Mine's the 3-page book in there. The 2 sheets behind it, front and back, behind the scripted document, is basically a listing of students in each grade, and it kind of gives you an idea of, start off with a fall fluency and a fall comprehension. You'll notice with certain students there is a winter fluency and a winter comprehension. That assessment is basically only given to those students who are in intervention during the year, because we noticed either through their ITPS skills from the year before or results from the year before or their fall BRI that they needed some additional help. And then obviously the last 2 columns are the spring fluency and spring comprehension numbers. I listed that as per a board member request, I think, from the last board meeting. I listed it as it is so that you can kind of see the tracking that goes on. Each student who has a winter BRI taken, there's a lot of story in between there, because that student is getting anywhere from 2 to 4 more interventions per week, and every week they're basically being tracked in their fluency and or their comprehension. So there's a lot more probes than just those 3 assessments that are given during the year. So there's a lot more tracking on those students. The overall results I gave you on the front page. I guess probably the one thing, it's item 3 that I have down there. His sense of pride is pretty darn cool when we've got a middle school and a high school FFA program that gets sized up with the best from South Dakota and the best program from Nebraska, and they have to litmus test against us. So I know that program does a lot for students other than just those typical successful students and everything else. It really targets a different type of kid as well. So there's a lot of students who get a lot of success in that program. But it's pretty darn cool.
I'll add to that. Every year the state of Iowa names an outstanding middle school and high school agricultural education program, and ESAC's program won that award this year. So the 2 instructors are preparing for what's called Region 3 competition against North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Missouri, Wisconsin, and then we'll hopefully be in competition at the national level. And I should get the application that they wrote about the program that won that state competition. It would make you feel good as board members to hear what they say in their application. And they're struggling a little now because this application turnaround time is short, and the questions are really thinkers. They really make them think about the program that they have. So we've had the Premier Ag Ed program as far as FFA 2 years out of the last 3, and won one of those divisions again this year. And now the Ag Ed classroom part of the program is recognized as one of the best in the state. So I think if you see those instructors, Larissa and Scott, please thank them. They are 2 people in our district as far as employees that just go do their work, and they never really much pay attention to them, sorry to say, because they're just always with kids night and day. So pleased to see either one of them. Congratulate them. That was on my list as well, so I jumped in. Anything else, Denny, on yours?
No, I guess any questions you guys have?